Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. And this one too low. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. On 2nd and 10. Watson flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Gets around him. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Adafe Owe there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Dobbins once more. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Jackson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. From his goal line here, Watson got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Following the penalty, Chubb fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. They run the option on 2nd down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. The Browns drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson off play action. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Javon Kinlaw breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in his first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free,
you got someone to tackle it.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner, a little bit.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all. Go back to what you said about electrifying the crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Jadeveon Clowney. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming in. The Ravens are 14-3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Jackson. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 27 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but Chubb
fumbled it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tucker's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Watson. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric.
They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, here's Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. And the offense moving quickly to the line. This time Jackson will throw it. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA. And we get it, no time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, 1 second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just 1 more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Watson now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Watson. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Take it at the 37. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. And they'll run the option to start the drive. 6 yards there on the keeper and 2nd down. But that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge game, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Jackson will keep it. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the 1st down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They run here with Jason Huntley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. To throw is Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Back to throw, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Ravens ready to take over. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Right back to Dobbins on first. He'll take this to the 46. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. To throw is Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Schwartz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st and 10, Watson. Incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Now Jackson going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Jackson going to run. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And as this defense walks up